What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. And today is another news edition episode where we're going over this week's anime, sometimes manga, sometimes entertainment and gaming news. Honestly, bro, this week has been jam-packed. We'll talk about it later in the episode. But if this is your first time here today with us, I'm your boy Aray, and I'm with my co-host Owen. Owen, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing amazing, bro. Doing amazing. It's the weather is pretty shitty here in New York. But other than that, you know, doing pretty good. Had a good time.
Is it snowing over there yet?
Um, it's not. It was snowing for a bit, but like it's not sticking on the ground, and also it's just not as wet as it should be. So, it's pretty much rain.
That's crazy, bro. It's supposed to snow about 6 to 7 inches here in maybe like an hour. So it already started raining. And I'm watching the Eagles versus the Rams game right now. And I'm assuming they're playing in Philadelphia and it's snowing over there like crazy. So I figured it might be snowing in New York too, but I guess not.
It's just rain right now. I don't know, bro. I remember global warming might be a thing because like I remember back in the day.
Yeah.
It used to snow so much in New York, but like especially when I was a kid in like elementary school, middle school, like we always used to have snow days.
Yeah.
Always. But now it's like there's never any snow. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Yeah. I don't know what it is, man, but I personally hate the snow. So I'm cool.
Honestly, I hate the snow too. So like especially since we drive now and all that, it's
Yeah.
just annoying to have snow there. It's just
Yeah.
causing
Right, right, right. All right, with that being said, let's hop into the first one, bro. And as usual, we always start off with some wild shit, right? You ready for this one?
Yeah, let's get it.
Oh my God, I was reading this and I was kind of shook. All right, so the Bleach anime was used in a defense case in New Zealand, and in New Zealand there was a murder case, and it was used as evidence in that case. It wasn't necessarily name dropped, but according to this article, and I shouldn't be laughing. According to this article, this one guy named I guess it's alleged because I don't know how the law works in New Zealand, but at least in the United States, you're innocent until proven guilty. You feel me? I don't know if it's like that in New Zealand, but anyways, guy named Gabriel Hikari Yad Elohim is um basically charged with murder for killing a 69-year-old man named Michael Mulholland, 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 Mulholland. Um, and he was apparently bludgeoned to death. And according to this article, that was a scene, and the guy even used the same exact, like I guess, words as the Bleach scene, and he kind of like redid that scene to kill that dude that way, which is just crazy, bro.
God damn, like hold the hell on. So people out here are trying to like imitate what's going on.
I don't know, bro. This shit sounds crazy. This dude was arrested back in 2017 for doing it. So this must have been like an older Bleach scene where the dude gets bludgeoned. I don't know if you could tell me where that's at, but it's definitely not the new season of Bleach if it was back in 2017.
The one got bludgeoned to death and now he did the same thing. What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro, people are crazy.
So I don't know if he's like recreating a scene in Bleach, but apparently that's what the defense case was. I don't know, man.
I don't know. First of all, people are crazy. Second of all, this might be some bullshit. We don't know. In terms of like his reasoning behind, like, bro, what?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know the reasoning. Apparently, the dude had like he was like schizophrenic, and he's being evaluated by doctors and all that stuff. But he used a monologue from Bleach episode, and then kind of did the same exact method of death. Do you know or seen where that happened?
I don't know, honestly. Like,
No. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd have to like see more. I don't know. People don't really get bludgeoned to, and especially death. Like, there's not really too much death. You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
anime, generally, they don't really show the dying part of it. But and then again, Bleach is like a sword anime, so no one really gets bludgeoned. So I don't know.
The first thing I thought of was Fortnite, bro, when I saw that word bludgeon.
When you get bludgeoned by pickaxe.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know, man. I haven't watched Bleach, so I really can't can't tell you what's going on here, bro. But nonetheless, it's obviously not a good thing that this guy got murdered, bro. RIP. And also it's not a good look on not just Bleach, but anime in general. But You can't really blame a whole anime for something that like this happening. Like back when we were younger, they're like, oh, violence and drugs and all that stuff is because of Call of Duty. Kind of reminds me of that.
Literally, bro. Literally, bro. Like that, I was thinking about the same exact thing. Like people are just gonna blame shit. Like no, bro. It's not because of anime or whatever. It's that individual that's being Ed.
Right, exactly. All right. You move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. On that note, we're going to talk about more anime and manga. So, have you heard of Yozakura Family?
No, I haven't.
All right, so this is an anime that just recently got its anime adaptation. It's one of the most, I want to say it's the most popular in the Weekly Shonen Jump, but it's like top 30 usually. It's not like crazy popular. The manga for this is officially ending, or if not, it already has ended. Second season is supposed to come out sometime next year. And we also have like a bunch of other series ending too. We'll go through them in this episode. But yeah, this one's basically ending. It's wrapped up right about now.
How many seasons was this?
I don't know how many seasons, but it's supposed to get a second season in 2026.
Sheesh. Okay. And that's an anime season, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn. Okay. I mean, you know what this is about? Any synopsis over here?
Yeah, yeah, I can read the synopsis. I'm looking at it right now. It's actually kind of long. It's 258 chapters, so
Yeah.
it's a decent size. But basically, it's about this guy named Taiyo Asano. He's a super shy high school student, and the only person he can talk to is his childhood friend Mitsumi. He was Akura. It turns out that Mitsumi is the daughter of the elite, of an elite ultimate spy family. Even worse, Mitsumi is being harassed by her overprotective nightmare brother Kyoichiro. What drastic steps will Taiyo have to take to save Mitsumi? A spy family comedy. The mission begins.
A spy family comedy?
Yeah, so it must be. It sounds like a different version of Spy Fam, bro. It's like kind of funny.
Literally. Exactly. Like but they're related in this sense, essentially.
Well, it's about a dude that like I guess he has a crush on this girl. Well, I mean, I can only assume he has a crush, but he can only talk to that one girl.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, if this is anything related to Spy Family, I feel like it's a more serious version of Spy Family, if anything. They don't look like they're playing. There's no cute little Anya, doing whatever she does.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't tell you, bro. I personally skipped this anime. I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna like it, bro. But I don't know what it is, bro. Like these spy slash comedy like series are really coming out like a lot recently.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're I think what people do is that I don't know, did this come out before Spy Fam or after?
Before 2019.
So maybe Spy Fam copied this and made it a humorous
Yeah,
twist,
maybe.
you know? Because the thing is, like, people have to get their inspiration from somewhere, and this is like very, similar to what's kind of going on in Spy Fam. So I don't know.
Yeah,
And maybe they took inspiration, Spy Fam took inspiration from them and then kind of made a twist on it.
yeah,
But
yeah,
if you guys are into Spy Fam, go check this one out. The manga just ended and season two is about it's
yeah.
about
Thanks. All right. Speaking of series ending, the next series that is not really ending, but it's approaching its climax is Undead Unluck. I've been reading this chapter. I've been reading this manga a little bit, but obviously I watched the first season, and that's what got me to actually read the manga. And this series is pretty good, bro. I actually really enjoy it.
what's the gist behind this?
Yeah, so it's basically about a dude who can't really die, hence the name Undead, and it's about a girl, and her power and her nickname is Unluck, where she like anytime somebody touches her or she touches somebody, they basically die. Except he can't die, so like it's like a perfect pairing in a way. But he ultimately wants to die, so he kind of like takes her under his wing. Um, yeah, it's a really cool show. I really enjoyed it.
I feel like I've compared this guy to Bond before.
It's very similar to Bond, yeah.
He looks like Bond in this little whatever cover image that I'm seeing.
Yeah, he's a little bit fruity like Bond too.
Climax, okay, and then under the climax. What is like? I understand what the climax means, but what season are they on? What's going on? Do you know
Well,
anything about like are they entering a new arc or how's that working?
I'm assuming the series is going to wrap up very soon. I mean, first season was about 24, 25 episodes, so it's a pretty long first season, and then they're doing like a 1 hour special that's supposed to come out like early this year. It's coming out pretty soon. So I mean, I'm pretty sure it's got a decent chunk of the manga covered, and now we're gonna head into the like it's very weird. I was looking at a lot of different series, like Doctor Stone or like Demon Slayer. The anime is so far behind where the manga is, and then the manga ends up finishing, and the season just roll out very slowly. Like Demon Slayer's been done for a long time. Same thing with Doctor Stone, but they're still rolling out seasons.
Yeah, I mean, usually, right,
Mhm.
when like a climax happens, it's usually like like the top, the like I would say a climax for like One Piece would be like Marineford arc or like
Yeah, right.
something like that, right? Where it's not at the end per se,
Mhm.
but it's like at the best part or like the highest peak it's ever gonna reach. Um, but yeah, I mean, if how many seasons is this?
So far, one season's out, but it's about 238 chapters so far.
238?
Yeah.
And this is the manga?
Yeah, it's also in the Weekly Shonen Jump.
Oh shit, okay. So if anyone wants to get into this before the climax happens, this is the perfect time to try to essentially get in. And then once you do get in, it's gonna be action packed,
Facts.
realistically. So yeah.
All right.
Anyone that needs something to watch or read, I mean, definitely go read Undead Unluck.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah.
enjoyed the first season. It's pretty good if you want to get into it. Next up is another series ending. It's Komi Can't Communicate. The manga is ending in 2 chapters.
Komi can't communicate.
Yeah. So this series, I don't know if you've heard of it before, but a lot of people in our Discord actually love it. It's a romance series. It's about a girl who is very shy. She can't really talk to anybody. She's supposed to be like the most beautiful girl in the class, so everyone's kind of like intimidated by her and whatnot. But it turns out like she's just like mad awkward and can't really um like talk or anything like that. You know what I mean? So again, it's a romance, and it's been going on since like 2016, the manga. So it's been around for a while. We got a couple of anime seasons under its belt too.
You know, I was reading that last sentence and it was like, um, his mission is to like help her get 100 friends.
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be like a nice, lighthearted anime that you could probably watch, you know, with your significant other or something like that. Type of
Mhm.
vibe. Type of vibe.
Right. Yeah. I've watched actually a couple scenes from it, and it does look like a nice little chill show.
Nice. Um, would you recommend me watching this?
I haven't finished it, so I can't tell you, but just based off of the sheer amount of people that watched it in our Discord, I would say it's pretty good.
Hell yeah. And if you guys, you know, are into any romance stuff or wanting to watch anything, you know, lighthearted,
Mhm.
the you know, it you could hop into this really quickly and chapter two is about to end, so yeah.
Thanks. All right.
And manga's ending in two chapters is what I meant. Get
Yeah.
it right at the end.
All right. So next up is a random story. Uh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the creator is teaming up with a beer company and he's designing those beer cans. So we can see Yebisu Premium is the name of the beer. And you can see the designs over here, bro. It's such a random collab, bro. But JoJo's is such a random series too, like in terms of like it's so different and unique, you know what I mean? So like I kind of like this collab.
What is this? Is that like a it looks like a beer can or some shit.
Yeah, yeah, I think it is a beer can.
It looks sick though. Like the
Yeah.
artwork looks sick on it.
Yeah, so it's the creator JoJo's just he designed this can. I don't think it's a JoJo's character, but I think it's just him designing the can. And you can obviously see his artwork.
It has that distinct like JoJo's look, which is very unique to JoJo's.
Yeah.
And this is like something that's only in Japan or like what's going
Yeah,
on
I
here?
can only assume it's only in Japan.
Yeah, it doesn't look like something that'd be sold here,
Yeah.
realistically.
Yeah, I don't see anyone drinking that over here, especially with
I
like
feel I feel like Japanese people love beer too.
yeah, this is supposed to be yeah, so it's Sapporo beer, and I think like Sapporo's like a city in Japan, so it's got to
Oh,
be a
shit.
region. It's gonna be like region locked or something.
Do you think these like once they become rare, like they'd be a collectible item?
It might be, bro, because you see like the Travis Scott cereal boxes and all that stuff. That stuff started selling like crazy too.
Yeah, I remember, bro. I remember. I was just keeping a couple of
I
those
still have a dead ass. I still have in my closet.
the Travis Scott cereal, bro.
I don't want to eat everything. I still got it, bro.
This is kind of like that, but the Japanese version, essentially.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if you're in Japan and want to see some cool shit, this is a nice little take, you
Yeah,
know?
pick it up, bro.
Hell yeah.
All right. Next up is a new anime that is set to release in 2025. It's called Sentence to Be a Hero.
Sentenced to be a hero. Damn, okay. Any synopsis on this one?
Yeah, but I really like the art and animation. Firstly, that's the first thing that popped out to me.
I key that main character looks sick.
Right. All right. Here's the synopsis. Heroism, a punishment for only the worst criminals. Those sentenced to the fate of a hero are forced to fight at the front lines against the Demon King's army. And if they die, they can expect to be revived and continue the battle. But when their leader, convicted of killing a goddess, meets another goddess himself, the contract they forged may be enough to change the world.
God damn, yo.
Damn, bro.
It kind of reminds me of like the art, not the artwork, but like this cover image kind of gives me solo leveling type of vibes.
A little bit. I could see a little bit.
Bro, I need to watch solo leveling, by the way.
Dude, new season's been pretty, like the art and animation is absolutely insane.
I was about to start it. I watched like 2 episodes and then I was watching UFC.
Yo,
Bro,
our boy Islam, bro.
bro, UFC went crazy yesterday. I cannot lie to you. But Islam's fight wasn't that good because his
Like a
comp
sub, right?
yeah, the guy like backed out due to injury and then he was essentially versing the number 10 guy
Oh
in
yeah,
the
so
division.
you're not a
So
good
like
yeah.
yeah, he champion versus number 10 guy is like leagues of difference, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he finished him in the first round.
Nice.
But yeah, this looks like a cool this is what the fuck? What the fuck? This looks like a cool anime to watch. So, I
Yeah,
mean, it might be something I'm gonna get into for sure.
it's on my radar. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll wait for it to come out. We don't know exactly when in 2025, but I can only assume it's probably gonna be like fall or something like that.
Man was convicted of killing a goddess.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Jeez, bro.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
I would say definitely, keep that on your radar.
Yo, have you heard of Owl House?
I have never heard of Owl House.
All right, so this is a story that one of our homies in the Discord, shout out to our boy Dr. Zom, he told me that I have to put this in this episode. And I don't really know much about Owl House, but I do know it's very popular. It's like a Disney series. Um, so the creator of Owl House, Dana Terrace, she's unveiling a new sci-fi series called Knights of Guinevere, and it's the I guess the company that produced it, the Bleach Productions, they've had a bunch of huge hits. So that's one of them, Owl House. There's another one. Can't remember the name off the top of my head, but that it's the Amazing Digital Circus. So those two really popped off. So everyone's very hyped for this new series that's coming up. So yeah, I don't really know much about the Owl House series, but it's just this creator is so popular that the fan base of this creator and Owl House are going crazy right now.
Yeah, man. This is not considered an anime, right? Because it's some Disney stuff.
Right, that's what I'm thinking because it's like it's animation, but it's
It says Australian animation studio.
right, exactly. Like I don't know if I'd consider this anime, but I would consider it in an animation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. But it looks sick. It does look sick. But I don't know, I don't know, Disney stuff is kind of geared towards kids normally. Is this what would you say?
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. But I don't know if this specific series is supposed to be like a Disney series. So like back to our boy Zom, he was saying that like this new series is not going to be limited. So I can only imagine when he said it's limited is because it was a Disney series, and this is supposed to be like a dystopian sci-fi series.
What does dystopian mean?
You don't know what dystopian series is?
I'm a bit dumb.
Bro, dystopian is like okay, do you know what a utopia is?
Utopia isn't it like a like a Wonderland type of like
Yeah, like an ideal world or something like
yeah,
that.
like a
Um,
perfect world type.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So a dystopia is the opposite where everything basically goes down. So like any like zombie movie or series is a dystopia. If you ever watched The 100, that's a dystopia. Any series that like has a world where everything is kind of like screwed up is a dystopia.
Yeah, no, I get you. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I love dystopian type stuff. Then I just didn't
Yeah,
know
no.
what it was.
Dude, dystopia series are fire. Like have you ever watched Promised Neverland?
Promise never. No, but I have watched The 100, and that shit is fire.
Facts, bro. The 100, man, that's probably one of my favorite dystopian series of all time.
Yeah, literally, bro. That show was just fire, bro. And even like the ending, like I don't know if it ended fully, but like space stuff and all that, like it was just such a good series.
Facts, facts. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm very hyped for this just because I don't know anything about Owl House, this creator. I've never seen anything with that. But just because there's so many people hyped up about it, it makes me kind of curious to see how this one goes. And especially if there's no like limits on it in terms of like how dark or how crazy it could get. I might keep an eye on it just to kind of see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean it's something kind of out of our wheelhouse, but it seems like it's pretty interesting, and the dystopian genre is definitely intriguing for me.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going through this article, which obviously we'll link all the articles in the description. They're talking a little bit about how this is like an adult focused show.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so we could take the Disney aspect of kids out of it,
Yeah,
essentially.
exactly. Which, we'd love to see that.
Exactly.
It reminds me of so you know how like regular show was technically a Cartoon Network show?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They created another series, like the person that made that, with a more adult focused like aspects, I guess you can say. And that was pretty popular. So like I'm hoping it goes down that direction where there's not like limits per se, like where you can kind of go crazy and it's more appealing towards us. I'm hoping it kind of goes towards there.
Yeah, I mean, cart cartoons don't necessarily mean that, it's made for kids.
Mhm.
Um, but on the other hand, like Disney is normally like that. Cartoon Network, on the other hand, always had their fair share of like nighttime shows, you know? Like
Exactly.
Adventure Time, yeah, it was for kids, but it was also for like a bit older audience too. I mean, it wasn't like crazy older audience, but same thing with regular show. But yeah, if it's if Disney discloses it's not for kids, I think it's gonna be a nice one.
Facts, facts. All right. So, well, actually, with that being said, I don't think it is a Disney show. I think it's going to be on Netflix, if I had to guess.
So where's this Disney coming from?
The original series, like that this creator is from, did Owl House, which was a Disney show.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay, so it has nothing to really it's no connection to Disney essentially.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next one. This one, Owen, I really want your opinion on. I don't know if you've seen it, but Nintendo officially announced the Nintendo Switch 2.
I did see this. I did. I saw like a bit of the trailer.
Okay.
Um, I saw a bit of the trailer. Realistically, I didn't pay attention too much
Mhm.
just because it looks the exact same, bro. It looks like the same shit, just bigger.
Mhm.
Am I tripping?
So here's I did a little bit more of a deeper dive.
Okay.
Here's my opinion.
Tell me
So
the differences. Tell me the differences.
okay, so they changed a couple things when it comes to like the joysticks. Like I don't know if you can see here. They also added a new button, which
One thing I will say about the joysticks is they're fucking small as shit. And they're so like on the Nintendo Switch, they're so small.
Mhm.
They're so like flimsy. Like and sometimes like in games you have to click into the joystick for like an action. And I just hate the way that happens on the Nintendo. And when it comes to like games like Smash or like any fighting games or anything like that where it requires like precise control, I don't like the Switch controllers generally.
Okay,
The
fair.
sticks are just too small. And then if you think about it from an FPS perspective, and I know I'm like being a nerd right here right now. The reason why controllers have aim assist and like the reason why it's needed and necessary is because of the way like the control like there's very little range of motion when it comes to the joystick, right? That's why mouse and keyboard has so much like has an advantage and doesn't really need aim assist because their range of motion is so high that you can control each aspect of it very precisely. But the Nintendo and then that's where like PS4, Xbox controllers come in where they have like the higher thumbsticks and those are fine. And then people put control freaks on them to make them even higher. I don't know, Nintendo Switch, they're even lower than the base PS5, Xbox ones, which just kind of fucks that up. But I hope they really do something to improve that.
Yeah, I mean, in the trailer, it looked like they were saying it's better range of motion, all that stuff.
Uh,
Personally, bro, I don't be playing Switch like that, bro. I be playing my Pokemon games, my Mario games. You know what I mean? I don't really care about FPS on the Switch, so
yeah, me
that's
either. Me
yeah.
either. But like the only reason I even brought that up is because a lot of kids play Fortnite on the Switch.
Okay, that's fair.
Like my cousin, my nephew, I mean, like yeah, that's all he's gonna play on the Switch now.
Okay,
Like,
that's fair.
so like yeah.
So I will say during my deep dive, I kind of was looking at the sale numbers. Obviously, the Nintendo Switch is one of the best selling consoles of all time. It did 141 million units sold in since May of last year. So obviously, like they've sold way more than that even. So I
That's
don't know.
insane.
Even 150 million is considered a um, safe estimate. But usually the predecessor, the one that comes after that, doesn't do as well. So like historically, if we look at the Wii and then the Wii U doesn't do crazy like that as you know, the Wii went crazy. The Nintendo 3DS isn't as crazy as the DS. Same thing with the Game Boy. I don't know if it's the Color or the one after that, Game Boy Advance. I forget which one came after. But that one didn't do as good. So
I
this
think the
I
advance came after.
Advanced, yeah, so that one did do the same thing. So if I had to guess, this probably Nintendo Switch 2 probably won't do the same thing until, a new console comes out, but which does suck. Like some of the games will be backwards compatible, but not all of them, which obviously sucks. Like for example, like if a new Pokemon game drops, I know the Pokemon Z to A is dropping. I'm not gonna get a whole new console just to play that. And if it's not like backwards compatible, or even like games on the Nintendo Switch 2 aren't playable on the original Switch, I'm gonna be triggered, bro, because I can't be playing that. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna go out and buy this new console that's pretty much the same thing. And supposedly the price point is supposed to be like 400 or $450.
Oh
When the original was like,
shit.
yeah, the original was like 200 or 250, something like that.
So one thing I will say is when it comes to these consoles, right,
Mhm,
and their second gen options, is that they're not really that much different from the first gen option.
mhm.
Whatever. That's why people aren't until there's a drastic change,
Right,
then people switch, right?
exactly.
So like, and this happens with like the Sony consoles too when it comes to like PS4 and the PS4 Slim. Like, who gives a shit about the Slim when it's doing the essentially same thing? Rather wait for the next PS5 to come out than get the Slim console of the first version. And same
Right.
thing with the Nintendo DS. Then we had the 3DS. And then with the Switch, it was kind of the Switch, and then there was a Switch Lite or something, or like what was the other?
Yeah, it was a Switch Lite.
Yeah, there was like, and I definitely that shit did not sell that well, like because so many people already had the Switch.
Right.
But I don't know, maybe this is like maybe this might be that like the because the light was in the middle, this might do really good. I don't know, but I don't see a drastic change. You see how like my opinion on it, even though I didn't see the video, I was like the shit looks the same.
Yeah.
Like like that's kind of where my mentality or head was at,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm not the only person that thinks like that. You know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think until they innovate and make a brand new console, something completely different, I don't really think this will sell the same. I'm sure it will sell and people will buy it, but I just won't be as successful as the original Switch, in my opinion.
Because the Switch was completely different from the Wii U. Like it was just different. You know?
Exactly.
The controller, the mechanism of how everything worked. Like everything was just completely different. So yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully, changes like hopefully this is something that has great enough change that people will buy it.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. It does drop at the end of this year, so we'll figure it out then.
Yep.
All right, yo, Owen, bro. I don't have an article for this, bro, but I think we should talk about our TikTok ban experience.
I think that's okay. So one thing I'll say about this is like, first of all, TikTok is a huge platform, right?
Mhm.
TikTok kind of unified society, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. Like with their movements and trends and things like that, definitely.
like it really like TikTok made a freaking change, and like I don't know, it has such a big impact on everybody's life right now, and people can say, oh, I don't fuck with TikTok. This is that, but the fact of the matter is, a lot of businesses run on TikTok, a lot of like livelihoods run on TikTok. Like TikTok is a platform that yes is brain rotty, but it also provides a lot of value, right?
I think we
I
should
mean,
backtrack real quick.
yeah,
So, because we have a lot of international viewers. So, for those of you guys that aren't in the States, don't know what's going on, TikTok was officially banned here in the United States. Um, so you couldn't even access the app; it would just close out. But supposedly, that did last that long. You know, we got it back after 12 hours. We can access the app now. But yeah, it's my fault. Keep going.
but yeah, something like this that just magically poofs away kills a lot of Americans' like livelihoods. TikTok Shop is another thing that a lot of people were, buying stuff from, like selling stuff on. I don't know. It's just like imagine you were running a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
A lot of your views are coming through TikTok. A lot of people are coming through TikTok. And then out of nowhere, TikTok just gets banned. Bro, you're kind of beat in that scenario. Like, what do you do, right? Obviously, attention has to go somewhere, but Instagram Reels and why YouTube Shorts is not the same as TikTok.
Oh
Let's be
yeah,
real.
sure. Yeah,
Like,
I was on shorts for like a few hours. Dude, it sucks.
yeah, but even though it was gone for a couple hours, people were going crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that honestly, man, like we were gone for like what, 12 hours or what, however long, bro. And it really goes to show you the power of one social platform. Like people are pissed. All the memes are mad funny. You know, they had that Chinese app called Red Note that everyone's flocking to. That was the number one downloaded app on the App Store. You know, people call themselves TikTok refugees. It was all fun, man. Like, it's fun, bro. That's what you mean when you said a social movement. Like it really did band people together. Whether it's people making fun of the other side, whether it's people like kind of signing petitions. I know people was going crazy. And like you mentioned before, a lot of businesses are on TikTok. A lot of people quit their day jobs so that they can either sell, promote their business, create content, things like that. So it is very scary for those people. I feel really bad for those people. But yeah, I mean it is a tough situation, but we'll keep an eye on this. I guess we'll update you guys. I know a lot of people that are our international viewers don't really care because TikTok's been banned for them, or they don't necessarily have TikTok, or they've been having TikTok and they aren't really worried about it getting banned. But we'll keep you guys updated on that story. We have a couple more stories left and only about 5 minutes left, so we'll kind of skim through those stories. What do you think, Owen?
Yeah, I get it.
All right. So we'll talk about this one real quick. This one series called Katana Maidens had a crowdfunding goal, and that goal got fulfilled within 87 seconds. So that's a huge, huge swing. And congrats to this series for being able to get their crowdfunding goal. And in a way, this is kind of not necessarily related to TikTok, but it kind of shows another aspect of like community banding together and fulfilling a goal. We were just talking about for TikTok. So shout out to this company, shout out to this the fans of the series. It's pretty cool to see them being able to create more content for their favorite series.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next up, we got another new anime announced. This one's coming out in April. It's called Teogonia. And this is a series where it's basically about like a war between humans and demi-human, like the tribes. There's tribes like the ash monkeys and the pig people. I know, man. I know. I was reading that. I was like, yo, what the hell? But
Ash monkeys?
I know. I said the same thing, bro. I was like, hey, yo.
What the hell?
But yeah, it seems like it's a war between like a bunch of different tribes. So definitely keeping this on my I guess it's on my radar. Like I just have to wait and see. Like I looked at the visuals, it wasn't necessarily that crazy, but the synopsis itself made me like, yo, what are our ash monkeys? What are pig people? What other demi-human tribes are there? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like some interesting like races out there.
Yeah, it seems pretty. It's definitely unique.
Yep.
All right, next up is we're getting a new series that is getting an anime adaptation fall called "With You Our Love Will Make It Through." Now this one is mad weird, bro, because I don't mean to judge, bro, but it's basically like a wolf and a girl, and supposedly in the series it's normal for they're called beast folk to coexist with humans, and they go to the same school and all that stuff, and it's basically like an interspecies love or something like that, bro. And I know there's
Yeah.
a lot of crazy shit going on, bro. But I wanted to throw this in here because, yeah, this is what we're going down towards, bro. This is what we this is what we on, bro.
On some furry shit.
Yeah, for real, bro. All right.
Oh no, bro. That's fucking crazy.
And the last story I want to talk about today is Doro Hidoro is getting a sequel season coming out very soon. A new visual just came out. And that visual came out this year. So we'll just have to wait and see when this comes out. This is a MAPPA series, so obviously, MAPPA has a reputation when it comes to overworking their animators and all that. But shout out to the series because the series is mad popular.
Hell yeah. Damn. Okay.
But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I know we had a lot of things to talk about, not enough time, but it's been a crazy week from TikTok bans to crazy Bleach murder trials. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, bro.
Bro, this week has been jam-packed. Hopefully TikTok stays forever. My boy Trump doing what he gotta do, you know.
Yeah, bro. He already brought it back. It's crazy.
Executive orders on this in this home.
Dude, he's not even inaugurated. That's what I don't get.
I think they're doing it like based on like his commitment to doing it. Like he's going to do it.
Yeah,
So they're like, okay, whatever. Like we'll have it, you know?
yeah, for sure. I guess that makes sense in a way.
Because realistically tomorrow he's getting inaugurated. So yeah.
Right, right. All right. I guess that's going to be it. By the time you guys are seeing this, we probably figure he's probably inaugurated, and also it's been MLK Day. So shout out to MLK, bro. And with that being said, hope you guys have another great week. Peace out.
Peace.